Hey yo, what's up? You know what it is? It's the one in the alley, the triple, the G.O.D. I'd like to welcome you guys back to another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks on in RWBY Volume 5, Chapter 3, Unforeseen Circumstances. And, well, for it being unforeseen circumstances, I saw a lot of this coming, and most of you should have too if you watched this show. But let's discuss the name of the episode within the confines of the episode. We got Gira manning up to do what leaders do, that in times of chaos, to get everybody in line. You see he's pretty nervous. Callie, son, Blake, they like, yo, got this. Just go out here, tell them what they need to know, do what you got to do, and rally them up, because if you don't, what is now just a small ember could turn into a wildfire of anger and chaos and rage. But you gotta get them to sit up here and think straight. And Gira mostly had them. Up until the point of, let's go to Haven and help everybody. How about that? And all you hear is silence and crickets, because ain't nobody hearing this. I'm like, they was with you with, that Sienna was a good person who I passed the white fang to, and while I didn't agree with what she was down with, she sat up here and did what she did. Adam in the cut putting in his work and doing all that and all this stuff going on. But let's go help the people. Man, Faunus ain't trying to hear that, bro. They wasn't trying to hear it, even if this was some peacetime where Beacon didn't fall or anything like that. Faunus are just in a place where they sick of the BS, but they've been sick of the BS for generations and generations and generations. As a leader, as someone who understands it from that side of the ball, I see where Gira was coming from. But at the same time, and we've talked about this multiple times when we speak about Ilya, I can see it from her side too. The humans that subjugated us, enslaved us, put us in chains, did all this stuff. Where was all this love when it was my family on the line? What was the love for the humans when we could have learned to get along instead of them enslaving us because we different? And Ilya like straight up, man, you can kick rocks with that, bro. Kick rocks. Ain't no way. But Adam is gonna show us the way, cause yo, we finna take what's ours. We finna get ours. We finna get ours, and it don't matter how much blood we have to spill, how many of us have to die. We as Faunus, we gonna get ours. Just follow my boy Adam. He gonna give you everything you need. Now here is the question though. The question that I do have. Because you had the squadron and so you had Finnick them in the crowd and all that and other people that you saw while Gira was giving this. I don't know what time frame. I don't know what time frame this takes in that Gira had the scroll with the plans on it. But I don't know if they know that Sienna's dead. No one knows that, because in that speech it's like, well, it sounds like, well, he thinking about doing it, but he ain't made a move yet on it. So it may be that that news ain't reached for real in Menagerie, that Adam put in the work. He now sits on the throne as the leader of the White Fang, and he ready to make a move and dare y'all to do anything different. The other thing that was on the docket before we move into some more fun stuff was, I don't really know if Blake was ready to publicly speak about what she's been through since Beacon has failed. Like what she went through, what she lost, what Bumblebee lost. Okay, I'm being funny, let me be, right? I don't know if she's ready. I really think still that all this stuff that Blake has been through with Son as they travel to Menagerie and everything they've been through in her, what do I want to call it? Her non-reconciliation of the beef between her and Ilya, it has Blake in a dark place. And you really have to really wonder throughout this volume is how much of this hurt that she's still holding on to, because she feels that it's Blake's fault that Yang lost her hand, that it's nothing she can do about the White Fang, her history with Adam, and all of these things that combine into this chaos that is in her heart and soul, of how much of this is ultimately going to come out, because the openings for RWBYs are very telling about what's coming. You really think that this is going to be the time where there's going to be Adam on one side, and there's going to be Blake on another, and there's going to be Ilya on that same side with Adam, and a choice is going to have to be made, and somebody going to have to fall? Do you really think that's what it's going to be? That's what it is? Do you know? It's going to be interesting to see how Blake sits up here and grow because you know the squadron getting back together. But the thing that I'm going to be looking for, and we'll be talking a lot as I, get into the reviews of the chapters of the season, of trying to figure out, like, where is Team RWBY's headspace as they're still separated? And we got 2 more members of Team RWBY to figure out where their headspace are. But I just wanted to just take a second, and I just wanted to rap about Blake for a moment and just really wonder where I had at. Speaking of heads, meanwhile, in Haven, we got Oscar, that dude who farms Niglets, and we got Uncle Crow and the rest of the squadron, and that's what we're gonna call them, Crow Squad now, because see, you can't be Team Ranger now. No, you Team Crow now, because Uncle Crow is the greatest. He's greater than you, and he's everybody's Uncle Crow. But for real, finally, we can sit up here and we don't have to be nervous around this whole Oscar and Ozpin share a body thing anymore. We don't have to do that, because Team Ranger needs to know what the business is that over the past couple of volumes, Crow been slowly hipping them to the game to really figure out that, to quote a famous TV show, everything is not what it seems. That what it is that you see is a facade, a fallacy to what the truth actually is. And this right here, this story with Ozpin and everything that has to do with him reincarnating into like-minded souls and his beef, and it's just like, this is nuts. I really didn't really pay any attention until Oscar opened his mouth as Ozpin sat up here and said, look, I failed once. Because I remember that Ospin really talked about a little bit about his life and his backstory, but you really weren't involved in characters that we know now. Like, my beef with my beef, complete and utter beef with Salem, is this ever-winding clock. This is a punishment for my failure to get the job done. Maybe this is the time I get it right. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I really appreciated that the show finally tackled this head on so that we can move forward. And I appreciate how the episode moved forward. That yes, everybody has questions about like how this works, because again, you got Crow sitting up, you got Crow schooling 4 youngest to the game, and they just like, huh? It's like, you really got to sit up here and wonder what this training with Ozpin is really going to do. I appreciate that they threw back to that mini-sode with Yang about how RWBY needs to learn about some hand-to-hand combat, because without Crescent Rose, you ain't jack, sweetheart. Because if you can't defend yourself without your weapon, if you don't really know how to use your silver eye power, how useful are you? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not sitting up here saying that RWBY can't hold her own, but in order to be able to do anything, to be, as they say, as solid as rock, but as fluid as the sea, if RWBY is going to play the ultimate part she is going to play in this, she has to learn to be that, and you just can't be that with Crescent Rose. I'm sorry, that's just not how it is. I will admit to, John has come a long way since Pyrrha's death. He has, it's like for a long moment in Volume 4, his head was not in the game. Not at all, because he lost someone he deeply cared about, and it affected him on an emotional level that really did a number on him. But now he in the game. And of course you got Boop and Boop, you know what I'm saying? They had their whole little arc last volume of getting Ren over this hump, getting Nora to really understand what's really good inside both of them so that they can be better, because they need to be focused. Uncle Crow is Uncle Crow. And then to top it all off, what I love is, I'm glad they sitting up here and they weren't completely oblivious to what Lionheart was on. Because anybody with a mind could definitely see it's something wrong there, Chief. Like, he acted kind of weird. Ain't he right, cuz? Yeah, for sure, cuz. Yeah, you get it. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So, right now, The Crow Squad, they got the element of surprise because they sitting up here thinking that Oscar, he just farms nigglets, Uncle Crow getting drunk, and Team Ranger just as stupid to the game as stupid to the game is gonna be, and it's not even that at all. So you got all these working things in this mix, and this side of the story is gonna be interesting to see to play out because I said this and might have, hinted towards this like the last time, like in the last review, but Mr. Leo Lionheart, he ain't got a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? Heart. In the instance of, well, you got a heart and I'm trying to be done with it of our style, but listen. Either he gonna die before he snitch, or he gonna snitch before he die. But that's death walking. You really think somebody like Salem gonna let him get away with telling Uncle Crow and the squad that yo man, Salem got me in the cut, man. They trying to find the Spring Maiden, cuz, and they trying to do all this and steal our powers and all this. You really think Salem gonna let him get away with that bullshit? Sorry, not gonna happen. So it's gonna be interesting to really see like how that side of the story unfolds. Meanwhile, we got our Ice Queen, Miss White Schnee. She hemmed up. Got these two bandits sitting up her sipping on that lean. They like, yo, cuz, you see her? Yeah, man, she look fine, don't she, man? You know who she is? Yeah, man, that's that Schnee broad, man. They look young one, man. Yo, you see a dress, man? Oh, for sure, my dude. Like, yo, we should get at that. Then mysterious lady comes out. Hello. Okay, I am not going to play Vernal like that, but look. We finally get introduced to Vernal. You've been wondering who your Spring Maiden is? Vernal is your Spring Maiden. She tatted up, got nose rings and stuff, and I'm just like, yo, she been hanging around Raven too long. But yo, if you hang around Raven Simone too long, anything is bound to happen. Jokes. Look. The interesting thing we learned from the exchange between Weiss, the bandits, and Vernal was the following. Weiss sits up here and does what Weiss usually does. And even then, when I think about how much Weiss has matured, is that this was more of a defensive mechanism versus a boisterous boast of what it is going to happen. She sits up here and she plays the winter card early. She realized, oh no, bondage is me. Ooh, the safety word is banana. And sits up here and like, well, my sister gonna get y'all when I tell her, y'all know my sister is, her name is Winter Schnee, blah, 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 Schnee, army, blah, blah, blah. Vernal just like, hey, you ain't her, sweetheart. Ain't none of them here, shouting. None of them. Alex military gone. Nobody's gonna save you. And I'm like, well, there you have it. So, because honestly, after sitting here and like really thinking about her interaction with those bandits and Vernal, you really have to wonder, was that a throw off the trail? Was that not a boast, more as fact finding of trying to understand what your situation is and where things are? They like, we gonna ransom her for money. Well, here the thing is, I don't think Daddy Schnee or creepy brother Schnee or mother who gets drunk at 2 a.m. drinking mimosas with some real heavy liquor Schnee really cares where Weiss is or cares in any way. Come on, we went through a whole volume of I am going to sit up here and I'm going to pimp my daughter to further my power as I control all these dust reserves. So I don't know what that is with that. So think about it though. When you sitting up here and it's like, y'all don't know what's really good in the Schnee household. Weiss know she ain't really worth nothing to her family in that way, other than something to push the Schnee agenda forward. You really think Daddy, I don't give a care, Schnee gonna really pay some money to some random bandits, even if they led by Auntie Raven? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt that's gonna be a thing that even happens. I highly doubt it. But then she did summon Shadow Ice Strider Hiryu, so he gonna cut her free or whatever, and that's where the episode ended. So there's that. So it's good to see that even in that small little bit, Weiss has grown a lot. She's sitting up here shoving little Ice Strider Hiryus. I don't know why that's the random ninja I really thought of to make this attempt. Random Ice Show Kasugi, maybe. I don't know. Look. This was a great episode. Off the meter. As usual, put it in this wizard. I'm like, we had a lot going on. So how about, just for fun before we get up out of here, let's review what happened today. Gira tries to talk to the people. People definitely ain't hear you trying. Let's go to Haven and go fight. Ilya sits up here, stirs the pot up, talking about Adam will save us all, and he didn't kill that's so Sienna, so she gone too. You know what I'm saying? What else we got? We got the new ship, the new greatest ship of all time, Roll Soul. That's the ship between RWBY and Oscar the Nigga Farmer. I'm calling that Roll Soul. So if you steal that internet, I'm gonna hurt you. Alright? That's the new canon pairing right there. RWBY rolls Oscar. Roll Soul. See, I got you right there. You know what I mean? Got you. I got you. Other than ships, they gonna sit up here and you got Team Crow gonna play dumb until it's time to put in work. And I really think that boy Lionheart gonna snitch on himself because he look like a little G-Unit Ninja Turtle because his leader is a rat, for real. I'm just putting it out there. That's live. G-Unit Ninja Turtle because your leader is a rat. We met our Spring Maiden, who looks like she just came from a Juggalo concert, but I'm not talking about Juggalos. Have you ever seen Juggalo porn before? I highly advise you do. Just once. Just one time. And White summoned a Ice Ninja, who we called Sho Kasugi. We called him Ice Strider Hiryu. Yo, ninjas. You know what? Just to make sure we keep it fair. Ice Valentine. Okay, shout out to Skullgirls. Ice Valentine. Okay, look. That's an episode, ladies and gentlemen. Volume 5, Chapter 3, Unforeseen Circumstances. And as we said, unforeseen circumstances indeed. So it'll be fun to see what the next chapter holds for us. So how about y'all go ahead, y'all get up out of here. You know who it is that I is, and if you don't, let me remind you, I'm the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. And I'd like to thank you all for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks on live on Team GRF TV. And with that being said, I will holler at you this time, man. Peace out.